Hi, my name is Devin Forcina. I'm the communication specialist at the Irving Institute for Cancer Dynamics at Columbia University. And welcome back to Faces of IICD. Today I'm here with Dr. Khanh Ngoc Dinh. Just to start, just tell us a little bit about yourself and your work at IICD.
So my name is Khanh Ngoc Dinh, and I'm an associate research scientist at IICD, where I am an independent investigator.
Awesome. So what brought you here? Like, how did IICD play into your career journey?
So even though my background is in mathematics, even in high school, I was very interested in biology and genomics in particular. So I always wanted to do something in that area. So working in IICD is an incredible opportunity because here I have the chance to be exposed to and possibly work with people from so many different scientific fields. Like here we have mathematicians, statisticians, computer scientists, and chemists and physics. And it's like just all over the place.
So tell us a little bit more about your specific research area.
So my research is in developing mathematical models and bioinformatics software for analyzing DNA data. So my first focus is on improving the detection of clonality from DNA data, which we know to be closely linked to patient outcomes. So that's an incredibly important area to focus on. And the second area is in chromosomal instability, which now more than ever we know to be a crucial part of how tumors evolve. So we are developing better ways to dissect each mechanism individually of chromosomal instability.
Is there a certain kind of cancer that you're working more closely with?
So we work a lot with ovarian and breast cancer data from our collaborators, but for clonality, we are working with pan-cancer in general.
Another question I had is just about your mentorship. Has there been specific mentors along the way that have helped you get where you are now?
I am especially lucky in my research life that all my mentors have been very amazing. So starting from my PhD in the University of Alabama, where my advisor, Dr. Roger CJ, is incredible in numerical analysis, and he taught me so many important skills that I still apply to this day. And my first postdoc advisor, Dr. Marakimo at Rice University, taught me how to develop models for how tumors evolve, and through him, that's how I came into cancer research. And my second postdoc advisor is Simon Tavre, IICD director, who is an incredibly generous person in that he gives me the time and resources to figure out what scientific areas interest me the most.
What advice do you have for early career scientists like those that you work with?
So I have several advices for early stage researchers. So one advice for young researchers is that you should think carefully about choosing your mentor. For example, your PhD mentor should not only be the person who does cool research, but you should also be able to work with them harmoniously. So start with talking to the PI directly, talk to their lab members, talk to the previous lab members to figure out if that's a good environment for you to work in. And my advice for biologists who are applying bioinformatics software for their research is you should have a basic grasp of how they work so that you don't misuse it. And also, it may be possible that you can find some area in the software that you yourself can improve on, and that could be a very cool research for you to do. And my advice for people like me who want to move from more theoretical fields like mathematics and statistics into more applied sciences is you should have a fundamental knowledge of the background that you are working on. For example, without the biological context, it would be impossible to develop good bioinformatics.
What is exciting you the most about where the field is going?
Where the field is going, I think the most incredible help for us is that more and more good data is coming to us, because as a thing in statistics, you need the statistical power to deduce anything. So the abundance of genomic data and the very increasingly diverse ways that we can look at tumor data is very helpful for us to develop better models.
Finally, we just wanted to close out with a fun fact about yourself, behind your work here at IICD.
So, unlike Timothy Chalamet, I am very into theatrical performances. So I'm very into opera and classical music and ballet and plays and musicals. And luckily for me, I have a very good community here at IICD that enjoy those performances with.
Such as myself. Well, thank you so much for answering all of my questions, and thank you to everyone watching.